Am I blue? Am I blue? Ain't these tears in my eyes telling you? Was a time I was her only one, but now I'm the sad and lonely one. Lordy, was I gay till today. Now she's gone and we're through. Am I blue? Now she's gone and we're through. Am I blue?
You're listening to Rico and the Man with Rob Traegler and Peter Martino.
You know who's singing that?
I'm going to take a guess.
Go ahead.
Is it Mr. Kevin Conroy?
You're correct, sir. Ding, ding, ding.
Because I knew he was a stage actor before. And,
Yes.
And he was on Broadway.
Yes, he was on Broadway. Yes, Kevin Conroy, who we recently lost.
Yes. Great voiceover actor who did the voice of Rob.
Batman.
The Batman.
Yes, the animated series. He was the voice of Batman in Batman, the animated series, which I loved as a kid growing up.
So did I. 1990s on Fox, right after school.
Fuck yeah, right after school. Like a perfect time slot.
It had a great time slot.
Like there's be times where I'm in science class and I'm like, just want to get home to watch Mr. Freeze, y'all.
Yeah, it was one of the first more adult-centric cartoons to come out, but was still appropriate enough for kids.
Yeah.
But I remember the writing on that show was just so great, and the animation was good for its time.
It was very noir Batman, which I loved.
Yes.
You know, It had an old-timey feel to it.
It did.
But it used the Danny Elfman theme in the opening.
Which was also great.
Yeah, which is perfect. It was awesome. Like, I loved that transitioned into that show, was the Batman theme from the Tim Burton Batman. Yeah,
it was a great cartoon. If you haven't seen it, I suggest you go back and watch it. Watch some episodes. Great voice cast.
Yeah, not only was Kevin Conroy Batman, we all know who the Joker was.
That's right, Jack Nicholson.
No.
Oh. Heath Ledger?
No, you idiot. Joaquin Phoenix, the only Joker in my book.
Right.
No, Mark Hamill, Luke Skywalker.
Yes. Who was the Penguin? It was that songwriter. It was Paul Williams.
There you go.
Paul Williams was the Penguin.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, just a lot of great voice work on that show. And
but I remember seeing Mask of the Phantasm in the theater.
You did see it in the theater.
I did.
Cool. Nice.
It was awesome. I love that. I love that Batman movie.
That had a great cover art.
Yes.
Of Batman just spreading his cape and then the Phantom right over him.
Phantasm, Pete.
Phantasm. Yeah, just I always give a lot of credit to voiceover actors. I consider them magicians in a way because you never really see them, but yet they play such a big part in your childhood and people's mind. And he was a perfect example of that. And I'm happy to see that he was getting great recognition for his work on Batman and the accolades that came in after he passed away. I mean, it was pretty cool to see that recognition that voice actor getting, because I think they do deserve that recognition. They work hard. And like I said, they're like modern day magicians in that they can kind of bring you and trick you into believing that you're
embodying
that
an
character.
animated character, which
Yeah.
doesn't work for everybody. I actually
Right.
have a little backstory here with Kevin Conroy.
I was a New York theater actor. I studied at Juilliard, and the people I worked with were Robin Williams, Kelsey Grammer, Harriet Harris, Frances Conroy. I did Broadway, off-Broadway, a lot of classics, Shakespeare, the Greeks.
Address your love and might to honor Helen.
And so when my agent told me they were doing this new animated Batman show, the only thing I knew about Batman was the Adam West show. I didn't even know it had never been an animated show. I was that naive to it. And so when I was first auditioning for the role, the director described it as this very dark noir character. And I went to exactly what I know, which is the theater. And so I used my imagination to fill that out. And for me, with my voice, try to create a dark, gritty, filthy New York street. So once I had came up with this voice in the recording studio, everything got really still in there. And I thought, oh, I just screwed up. I have so blown this. And then the casting director came running inside and she said, you nailed it. You nailed it.
Seemed like a really cool guy.
Yeah, and young, 66 years old.
Uh,
Short battle with cancer. He will be missed, and another big part of our childhood has
gone.
diminished.
It's diminished like a New York street.
I did hear that interview with him, though, and I also heard the one with when he talks about the 9/11 story.
What's the 9/11 story?
He talks about basically, I think he was there helping the police and the firemen, just trying to help the first responders as much as possible and assist them. And he told one of the first responders that he was the voice of Batman, and the guy's like, bullshit. And then he goes into the voice, and then you hear someone in the far back being like, holy shit, that is Batman. Like I said, they play such a big role in your lives, and a lot of people don't even realize it until, something like that happens where it's right there in front of you. So I'm all about supporting voice actors and their work and their craft. And I salute you.
Peter Martino, you heard it here first, salutes the voice actors of America and beyond.
And by the way, I'm talking about the real voice actors, not Ben Stiller coming in to voice a lion in Madagascar.
Why Ben Stiller? Why
Well,
are you targeting Ben Stiller?
I'm just saying, a lot of animated films now tend to go for these big names.
Are you speaking to maybe Chris Pratt?
Yeah, exactly.
Mario.
Exactly. That's where I was going to next. Whereas there's dozens of perfectly capable voice actors out there that could do a knockout job. So
sure,
to all those producers out there of animated films, you don't need to go for the big names to try to sell their movie.
Voicing Batman for 29 years has been an extraordinary experience because it evolved from being an acting job to being kind of the embodiment of a cultural touchstone for a lot of people. People come up to me all the time and just want to grab me and hug me because they know me. I've shared my deepest emotional life with them through my performance and through my voice. So the advice I would give to the next person who comes along to voice Batman is don't, because I'm still here. No, I'm just kidding. Whoa!
I loved how he totally embraced it too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he didn't look at it as oh, this is the only gig I got. And, he was like, no, I'm going to give it my all to this.
He wasn't like, I'm a trained Broadway actor. I did Shakespeare. Batman is a very small part of my career. He's like,
beneath
fuck
me.
that. I'm Batman.
Yeah, he's like, I'm more Batman than anybody. I've been doing it longer and more consistently than any of these Batmans.
Fuck you, Val Kilmer.
Val Kilmer taking a shot too. Jesus, Ben Stiller and Val Kilmer, shots fired.
Hey, no one is safe.
Wrong sound
Rico and the Man. Does mommy know you're up? H, go to bed. Why are you still up?
Who are you talking to?
Who do you think I'm talking to?
Can I do Kid Critic?
No,
Let's
you have nothing
go.
to Kid Critic
No,
Let's
for.
do it.
Please.
Come
No.
on.
No, I
what's
wanna
the
talk about
movie?
a
What's the show?
dumb-
Kid Critic.
dumb
Let's
guy.
do
Alright.
it.
Bambi.
All right, no.
Oh.
All right, you watched DisEnchanted tonight with your friends, so let's say something about that.
Well, most of it.
Huh?
Most of it.
All right, well, I'm unprepared for this, but you watched DisEnchanted tonight with your friends. You had a little party.
Mm-hmm.
So, what did you think of the movie? It premiered today on Disney Plus. It's a sequel to the movie Enchanted with Amy Adams, Patrick Dempsey.
Why do you need to say the names?
I'm just you have to inform the audience what a little bit about the movie.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So, what did you think of the sequel?
I think it was good. Can I say spoilers or no?
I'd rather you. I didn't see it yet. Could you say? Could you talk about it without saying spoilers?
Well, I don't know if anybody's seen the trailer, but the girl that was a child
Yeah.
is a teenager.
Patrick Dempsey's daughter.
I'm gonna say something. They do go back into the cartoon world.
Okay.
So, wait, is that a spoiler?
No, it's all right. You could say that. All right. So, what do you think? It was as good as the first one? Better than the first one? Worse than the first one?
So far, I would say like the first one more because I'm more used to it.
Okay.
But I would say the second one so far is pretty good too. So
It was funny.
yeah.
And what did you think of the music and the songs? Because I know Alan Menken, a Disney legend, came back to write the music for. So what do you think of the songs and everything in this one?
I think it was good. Sometimes they just sang songs at random points.
Well, yes, that's called a musical. Okay.
So yeah, I think they were good. So far, I'm like an hour in. It's
Oh, you didn't watch the whole movie?
no.
Oh, then what do we
She
have
said that at the beginning, Pete.
for?
She
No,
said
but
that
I
at the
still-
beginning.
It's
Oh,
still like
I thought you
30
wa-
minutes. No, but it's still like 30 minutes. So it's
Oh,
not.
I thought you watched the whole
All right, that's enough time. We've had enough here.
No! Kid Critic! No!
All right, go to bed.
Kid Critic.
All right, go. Yeah, she went to a friend's house to, I guess, hang out with a bunch of kids, and she just got home like a little while ago, so she's still up.
Is it weird, like, that, like, you, Peter Martino, have a daughter that's, like, going, like, hanging out with friends?
Yeah, it's getting pretty weird now because she, when she was younger, she had a small group of friends that I knew. Now
Right.
she's like rambling off all these names that I have no idea who they are. So she's getting to know more and more people and doing more things with them, and it's weird, and it's only going to get weirder.
Are you dreading the years where boys come into the picture?
Oh, absolutely. I know what those boys are like.
Mm-hmm.
I used to be one.
Mm-hmm.
What was that?
That's you, brother.
That's me. That's me. It sounds like a combo of me and you.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like I'm coughing while I'm trying to listen to someone speak and respond to
I
them.
think I isolated it because I am in the background of that, but I isolated it because I was talking about something so boring, and your response was,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, "Oh, I guess it's not that boring."
Totally do not remember that at all.
What were we talking about before? Oh, right. Kevin Conroy.
He will be missed, but we have another death that I believe happened on the same day.
I believe it happened on the same day, too, which is a very big hit to this show directly, as you know.
Yes, we actually had him on the show.
This was a person who we had on multiple times on our show, on these airwaves, the Rico and the Man airwaves, Gallagher.
Yes. The great, great comedian.
Why are you laughing? What, is Gallagher not a great comedian, as you said?
He's fine. He was a little abrasive when he was on our show.
You're still hurting from the last time he was on. Listen, just so our new listeners, Gallagher in the early days of our show would guest spot frequently, and it never went well, and Pete is still hurt by it, which is why he's having a hard time.
No, I don't want to speak ill of the dead. I'm not that type of person. But, you know, he was a little abrasive. He had his demons.
Sure.
I'm going to say he had his demons. But, hey, good for him. He made a career out of squashing watermelons with a giant mallet. So what the fuck do we know?
Yeah, what the fuck do we know? I put together a little clip montage. Pete, what do we do on this show when someone leaves us?
We always go to our friend Bobby Wygant and go in her archives. Deep in her archives.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we have Bobby Wygant and Gallagher, if you want to hear some of it.
Absolutely, I do.
This first clip, Bobby questions Gallagher's sanity.
Serious question. Have you ever been in therapy?
Physical therapy? No. Mental therapy?
Yeah. Psychoanalysis.
That's your question?
Mm.
No, I've never been. Why would you think about that?
Because there are people who think you don't play with a full deck.
Oh, but I do. But I do. Don't you understand how much ability and understanding of the human condition you have to go from Dallas, Texas to Minneapolis to San Francisco to New York and try and humor all those people, all with the same name, American, all thinking that they're alike, and they're totally different. It's probably one of the biggest challenges besides being a politician. See, a politician doesn't have to get laughs, you know. And a politician only has to please the people in his area. He has to just be like them. But I have to be like everybody. See, down here now, I'll talk like this, and then when I get up north, I'll talk different.
How do you talk in Minnesota?
You say, use guys. Hey, use guys. You want to go get drunk? Hey, one time, what do you say? You have to say one time. Like, hey, what do you say one time? Let's go get drunk. Hey, what do you say? Use guys. Hey. Then you say, Jeet? And they say, no, Jew.
Translated.
Did you eat? No, did you? See, but that's how they. You have to learn this stuff, and you have to find out who the funny people are.
Oh, that's our Bobby. Always obsessed with guys full deck.
Yep.
Oh.
What was he even promoting that he was on her show?
I really don't know. To be honest, I really don't know.
He was never in any movie or anything, right?
I believe he was in Dallas where Bobby resides. So it was probably an easy interview to get. He was probably just playing a show there or something.
Charlton Heston probably canceled.
But in true... from my cold dead head.
Heston canceled. Let's get Gallagher.
Listen, boss, Heston's out. Who can we get? The next clip, she questions how many watermelons he uses on stage.
Oh my God, really?
How many watermelons do you have this time?
I have one per show. I'm sure.
Is that all? Just one per show?
That's all it takes.
One big watermelon.
Yeah, if you have too many watermelons, you're not effective. So I use it effectively. It's the very last thing that occurs, and when that's done, you don't follow it. You get off.
So, as you know, Gallagher always finishes his show with smashing watermelons.
Yes.
And like I always remember watching those old things, and like the first three rows are like covered in tarps and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's just like, how did that evolve? Like, how did that become like your closer? Like, I'm just gonna. Like, he did a lot of wacky physical stuff, I remember. Like, he'd be on trampolines. He was a
prop comic. Yeah, he was like a prop comic. He brought all that shit on stage, and he was like the original Carrot Top in a way.
And of course, our lovely Bobby Wygant, who has become, I guess, a correspondent on our show, questions if the audience gets mad about the watermelons.
Do you ever have people get really testy about that when the clothes are all splattered and everything?
No, they don't come to the show. They'd heard about it ahead of time. Very few people. A strange kind of person comes to a comedy show. These people already have some old clothes and don't mind wearing them out. No, people don't care about those things. And plus, once they come here and they see that everyone had a good time, they feel a little small bringing up a thing like a stain on fabric, I think, when you talk about a good time, you know?
Hear, hear.
Hear, hear.
Yeah, right. Okay. Well, Gallagher, it's getting close to showtime. And you got to get your watermelon all...
I have to look through all my new concepts and see what I'm going to fit in here tonight, because if you don't try some new things every night, then you don't end up with any new things. And then if you don't have new things, you can't get new.
I think that's words to live by.
Spoken like a true genius.
But I only have one more clip, and this is sad, what I call sad Gallagher.
Oh no! Is this later on in life, or
it's from the same interview with Bobby Wygant, and
okay,
he just says this one little thing, and it made me sad. But here it is.
Well, I hope I get known for something more than just smashing up produce.
And I like how Bobby's laughing right in his face. He's like getting real for the first time in the interview.
But I thought that was sad, right? Like, that's the last thing he has to say is like, I hope I am,
There was a twinge of sadness in his voice.
Smashing up produce. I'm going to remember that for the rest of my... I know. I hope I'm not in an early grave from smashing up produce. I just found out I have stage 4. No, I think I told the story on the show. I'm not going to rehash it, but I met Gallagher in person once outside the Comedy Store.
That's great. Do you have a picture of him and you that you could post on?
I don't. No. This was not a time to take a picture. No, he was just very wasted and drinking beers and smoking cigarettes, and he was just like. When people are too wasted that you like get uncomfortable around them, they're just like going off and just talking
like
way too much. Yeah.
I don't have any Gallagher story besides the one that we encountered on this podcast.
Your many interactions with Gallagher on the show.
Yes.
I'll probably have to put in flashbacks in this episode.
Oh yeah, you definitely are. You're gonna have to do a reminder.
Yeah, we'll have to do a best of with Gallagher.
Yeah,
a best of Gallagher segment.
Our Rico and the Man tribute to Gallagher.
Who are you?
Pete, it's Gallagher. Can you believe it? I got him. I got him. Can you believe this?
He seems a little confused.
I'm not confused. I'm disappointed.
Why are you disappointed?
I feel like I'm wasting my time. This is obviously some 2-bit operation.
It is a very 2-bit operation. Yes, I was worried that, when we reached out to you, I was worried that you would think it was a 2-bit operation. I know you're not a big podcast guest. I know that you had some issues with Mark Maron on his podcast.
I've done more podcasts than you've had hot meals, Bub.
Oh.
Well, obviously the pandemic has put the kibosh on many of my former activities, but I have been preparing a lot of new material, and we're going to be taking it on the road. I have a lot of fans, and people want to see me in spite of my 4 heart attacks.
I didn't know you've had 4 heart attacks.
Life comes at you fast. You got to do what you got to do. People call me a hack. It's nothing compared to how many people try to talk to me about watermelons. It's my burden. It's my cross to bear. But you, sir, are a joke.
Oh. Well, we lost him. That's it. He's offline.
Oh, man.
Wow. Jesus. That was the Gallagher interview that I worked so hard to get. What do you think, Pete?
We're trying to bring him back into the spotlight.
Wow.
Just walked off on us.
Wow.
But yeah, Gallagher, that was sad. Sad to see him go too.
It is sad.
But we move on.
We must move on. Gallagher would have wanted it that way. We think.
We hope. But we have good memories with Gallagher. Gallagher's the first celebrity to ever call into our show. So
yeah,
he'll hold a special place in our heart forever.
He will. And yeah, I don't, just because his humor wasn't my kind of humor. I'm sure he was a very nice guy in real life, so I don't want to speak ill of the dead. Or else I'll really have the ghost Gallagher haunting me tonight.
Oh, no!
That's you later tonight in the hallway. Big mallet in the corner.
Yeah.
So there's been this big hoopla on the internet lately about this rumor going around about the Indiana Jones 5 quote unquote test screenings.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. And basically the short version is that there's this rumor put out by this guy on YouTube who apparently has a lot of followers, and the rumor is basically that the test screenings for Indy 5 have been disastrous.
Yes.
I'm choosing not to believe it because the things that have been said and the retorts that have been made through social media have leaned much more towards that these rumors are false.
And I feel like if they were true, there would be more than one person circulating this information.
Right.
But that's just me.
There was a show I was watching. I believe it was called the John Campea Show. He had some things to say about it, which I really agreed with what he was saying.
There are reports going around on several sites right now that Indiana Jones 5 is a complete disaster. It says Disney is absolutely freaking out about this. They know this movie is going to bomb big time, which is why they've delayed it as long as they have, despite it being finished, and that there's talk that Chapek may decide not to release it and take a tax write-off.
Bullshit.
Okay.
It's complete,
right.
Utter, unfettered bullshit. Harrison Ford, who never gives anything away, recently was on stage and saying he loves this movie. Harrison Ford, who never does that, by the way, saying he's really proud of this movie. James Mangold, like the way this is being described, that it's such an unmitigated disaster. It's so terrible that Disney's thinking about just throwing it away, like what Warner Brothers did with Batgirl, which is totally bullshit. But really? So you're saying James Mangold, the director of Logan, the director of Ford v Ferrari, the director of 3:10 to Yuma, the director of Walk the Line, the director of Copland, the director of Identity. He made a movie that was so unbelievably bad that they're just, oh my God, they're thinking about just throwing it away now. It's complete and utter bullshit.
I agree with that.
Yeah, I didn't believe that at all. The whole going straight to Disney Plus after all this weight and all the money they're putting behind this and everything else, I highly doubt they're going to do that. Because according to James Mangold, there hasn't been any screenings.
Yeah, and he refutes that there were any endings like the ones that were discussed in the spoilers.
Right.
And what was cool about this show that I was watching was he also had somebody else who's an insider, and this guy said this.
I heard from somebody that I'm actually working on a project with peripherally, who is in the legal end of the business, who knows a person that has seen this movie. And we're just having a conversation about this project that I'm working on. And he just casually mentions that he had heard this movie was excellent. So until I hear something else from a source like this guy that tells me contrary to this, I'm of the belief that this movie is actually quite good, and that within the industry, that is the word.
It's crazy what one source can do to like these quasi news sites, which are usually bogus.
Yeah.
Because you type in now like Indy 5 into Google, and the first things that come up are like 15 articles that are like, test screenings have been abysmal.
Well, yeah, that's what I was going to say, is it's just a shitty move for someone to do that.
I think so, too.
There's a lot of people that worked hard on this film, and the fact that someone's already shitting on it and tarnishing it
before it's even got a chance to...
Before a trailer even came out, it's a dick move. And whether it's true or not to release that information is not cool at all.
Yeah, exactly. Whether it's true or not, I think is the important thing. It's one thing if at the end of the day this is all true and we're all like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
But to like shit on something before it even comes out now, to the point where the press, when you type it into Google, is all about how it might suck.
Right.
It sucked. I mean, that's horrible. It sucks for the people making the movie.
Yeah, it's not just Harrison Ford involved in this movie. There's a lot of crew and
he's kind of an afterthought at this point.
Yeah,
you know, if you think
he'll
about
be fine.
He'll be fine. He doesn't care. He got his $87 billion to come back as Indiana Jones, regardless if the movie sucks.
Can we talk about the exclusive photo?
Yes, you're talking about Empire Magazine?
Strikes Back. Oh, yes, Empire Magazine released a brand new exclusive photo of Harrison Ford in Indiana Jones 5.
Yes.
And I'm not going to lie, he does look old, but man, was I excited when I saw that photo. And it's a great photo. Very cool lighting. And R&D is back, baby.
Yep. Back for one more adventure. You talking? There were a few photos. The one where he's on the cover.
Yeah, that was cool too, that cover. I was originally talking about the main photo, the one that he's
on the boat
on our Twitter page. Yeah.
Yes.
And I can't imagine that there's not going to be a trailer that far behind after all these new photos coming out.
Honestly, the thing I'm really curious above all is the title of the movie, which they haven't let us know yet.
Yeah, I am surprised.
And if it's
by that
Indiana Jones or Indy, I'm going to be pissed off.
It's going to be Indiana Jones. Indy's back, baby.
Well, I'm excited. I'm still excited. This news hasn't thwarted my excitement.
Mm-hmm. Never. I mean, nothing could thwart our excitement at this point.
I think a lot of things have over the years with this project. I mean, there was like, just kept getting pushed, and then Spielberg dropped out. We were furious over that for a good 6 months.
Yeah, that's what I mean. All that shit that went down. And we're still get excited whenever new information comes out.
It's like we were pissed off about all that, and now there's like a picture of him on a boat, and we're like, whoa!
He's on water!
He's on a boat, man!
Yeah, really, brother.
He's outside! It's funny, I showed Adriana that picture today, and the first thing she said, of course, was, "Oh my God, he's old!" I was like, he's still indie, don't worry. But we have to talk about the other bit of indie news. I don't know if you're planning on mentioning this, but Disney Plus has announced that they're creating an Indiana Jones series.
Yes.
Very vague on the details.
Yeah, TV series for Disney Plus. I'm on the fence about this one because we already saw the Young Indiana Jones Chronicles.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that was met with, a rather vanilla response.
Yes.
And I think I'm with you. Make it animated.
Absolutely. I've said that since the day I was born.
Harrison Ford should pull a James Earl Jones and say, use my voice in perpetuity forever.
Yeah.
And then an AI can just write all the dialogue play back all the dialogue for Indiana Jones, and it's Harrison Ford. They'll be like, they'd probably pay him like $200 million for that.
Oh, they would in a heartbeat. Although they didn't pay him to do the voiceover work in the Indiana Jones ride in Disneyland, but that's another story.
Well, listen.
But yeah, how cool would it be to do, we're talking about Batman, the animated series earlier. How cool would have it been to have an Indiana Jones animated series along the same lines as that?
Right.
With great writing, done properly, it could be really cool.
Yeah.
And I think they have more freedom if it is an animated series because they're not constrained to getting live actors and the audience being jarred with not seeing Harrison Ford in the role.
Right.
So,
it cleans up a lot of those details, those live action details.
For sure. So waiting to hear more information on that. We'll have our eyes on the screens and our ears to the keyboards. I don't know what that means. I do not know what that means.
That's going to be the title of this show. Our eyes to the screens and our ears to the keyboards. What? You know, it's interesting. My dad the other day I was on the phone with my dad the other day, and he was like complaining that certain movies aren't available in 4K on Apple TV. And I'm like, yeah, it is weird which movies they pick to like up-res to 4K. And the Jones trilogy isn't one of them. And I was always like, why wouldn't they, those are classic movies. Why wouldn't they put them out in 4K? And then I watched a video on YouTube of a scene from Last Crusade, and it was in 4K.
Yeah.
And the entire set looked fake.
Did it really?
It just, it's too much detail. And I think they're holding back up-resing certain movies because of this. Like it looked like Halloween spider webs and stuff were like hanging on in the background. Like it just seems like it's too crisp. Like there's some sort of beauty about the film look of Indiana Jones.
Yeah, and we talked about that. I love kind of that grainy look of the original movies.
And this takes that out of it,
Yeah. Well, you may be right. There's some movies that are not meant to be in 4K. You see Spielberg's hand like lift up the cobweb.
You see John Williams in the background for some reason. Alison Doody spread her gaping anus for me when I wrote Helena's theme 20 years later. Bridge of Spies was Mark Rylance blew me in a bathroom stall. I had a bag of cocaine in my anus during the Hollywood Bowl performance in 19...
I finally got my first rim job at the age of 80.
Which was 30 years ago.
When I wrote Leia's theme, I was getting a plump in the Newark International Airport. I didn't even know what a Blumpkin was until Steven told me.
I shot a baby in the backseat of a Buick in Sugarland Express. That's how Yoda's theme was born.
Oh, God. Oh, my God. That's so funny. Oh, it's so fucked up. It's so funny. What are you doing for Thanksgiving? What are your plans for Thanksgiving?
Nothing.
Okay. Well, On to Christmas.
No, what about you? I'm not doing much.
Are you cooking? Is your wife cooking? Is anybody cooking? Do you miss Thanksgiving, like being home for Thanksgiving?
Not really. I mean,
just
Christmas
a barrel
more.
of sentimentality today.
Today. I mean, Christmas, I get more of that feeling. Like Thanksgiving's kind of lumped in with all of that.
See, Thanksgiving is my favorite holiday. So I mean,
what?
Of course.
Is that true?
It is true.
That's a revelation, people.
Revelation. Rico and The Man exclusive. Yeah, it is. So I feel like that would kind of bother me if I wasn't with family. But
why is Thanksgiving your favorite holiday?
Because I've over the years have grown more stressed and anxious with Christmas, and I don't get that with Thanksgiving. So I relish the more subdued quietness of it all. Whereas Christmas, it's just, pandemonium.
So at the end of the day, Thanksgiving's still in second place. You just don't like Christmas as much as you used to.
I don't know. I have my issues with Christmas now. I think if I didn't have
I don't mean to laugh. Go on.
I feel like that's like a soundbite from like a Hallmark Christmas movie of the main character being disheartened with Christmas.
I wish I could lift drops immediately because I'd be playing it right now. I don't know about Christmas anymore.
Yeah, I don't know. I just like Thanksgiving. I think because like once Christmas rolls around, like everything is done, and then I know I'm gonna get into my I get like in a winter depressed state. I have been like ever since I was a kid after Christmas. So I feel like Thanksgiving is just kind of the start of everything. So you kind of enjoy and anticipate everything to come more.
Right.
Whereas once Christmas hits, then it's like, oh, it's over.
Well, I hope I get known for something more than just smashing up produce.
He's sitting at your Thanksgiving table.
That's me at my Thanksgiving table. That's me at my Thanksgiving table.
Amy's like, what?
Something more than just smashing up produce.
She's like, what does that even mean? I just picture it really depressed. You slouched in your chair, just gazing off.
I get known for something more than just smashing up produce.
Hey, big special announcement, by the way.
Oh, yeah?
Yes. The Rico and the Man show is now on YouTube.
What?
Yes. We have our own YouTube page, which every episode since last week's live from the hotel moving forward will also be broadcast on YouTube.
That's awesome. Another platform that we're on. That's great.
Yeah, and we also have our animations on there, the few ones that we did. The Frederick Slack games on there.
Love
a lot
those.
Of sound bites. Yeah, so check us out on YouTube as well, at Rico and the Man.
Well, Robert, I just want to wish you a happy Thanksgiving to you and your lovely wife, Amy, no matter what you guys do. And I just want you to know that I'm thankful for you and our friendship.
Thanks, Pete. We'll see you all next time.
Thanks for listening to Rico and the Man. We want to hear from you. Send us an email at ricomanpodcast@gmail.com. Follow us on Twitter at Rico and the Man and on Instagram at Rico and the Man Pod. Don't bother following us on Facebook because Facebook is an awful place in the darkest corners of humanity.